on the program and for your insight. We now move over to North America for our next story, where President Trump has predicted a sharp increase in tariff revenue in the upcoming month, telling reporters at a joint base Andrews that duties on imports will soon reach what he described as extremely strong levels. Listen in to what he had to say.
We made $25 billion last month, $25 billion. It hasn't done that in a long time, and a lot of that's done because of good management, and number one, and maybe even more importantly, the tariffs that are pouring in. We have tariffs pouring in at levels that we have never seen before, and they've only just started. That's really a small portion. It's mostly from cars and aluminum and steel, a little bit of lumber. But they'll really start in about another week. And then in about a month, they'll come in at levels that are extremely...
Trump also addressed trade relations with other countries, accusing some of maintaining closed markets while benefiting from access to the American economy. Trump said that the United States was not allowed to do business with those countries, while they were allowed to do business in the United States, and further added that this was not considered a fair deal. We're now joined by Daniel Boardman, who's a senior correspondent for the National Telegraph. He joins us from Toronto, Canada. Thank you very much, Daniel, for joining us on the program. How realistic is it, Daniel, that President Trump's prediction of a sharp increase in tariff revenue will affect the Americans in a positive way, and which countries or goods are going to be the most affected?
Well, I mean, if we look at the history of free trade versus protectionism, the tariffs will not bring prosperity unless this is the sort of the other part of Trump where you then pretend this is like, oh, it's going to bring prosperity because we're going to say tariffs and magic art of the deal powers, we're then going to have free trade instead of tariffs. So if the argument of your tariffs are going to be really successful because then they'll deter tariffs, then you might have a point. But, you know, the sort of the revenue you pay for increase, you know, tariffs is going to be borne by the American public. So the American public's going to pay it, and then maybe there'll be some government thing where he'll claim that he got some revenue collected at the border, and it could be, you know, spent on the people in some sort of socialist, populist make-work thing. That will always fail. So if the plan is to, like, you know, grow the economy through tariffs, then, you know, the economy is going to fail. But if the plan is to say tariffs and threaten tariffs, and then whoopsie-daisy, art of the deal, we now have free trade and trade deals, like, look at all the deals I have, then you could say the economy is going to do well. But so far, I think Donald Trump started a global trade war, and he has 2 trade deals to show. He has the UK, so he managed to not break the 2 largest countries in the Anglosphere, which wasn't on the table before he, you know, put it on the table, but he stopped himself successfully. And then Vietnam, the still communist state of Vietnam, he's managed to find out a deal with them, so there will be no part 2 to the Vietnam War. Other than that, he's still you know, has sort of just threatening tariffs to all the different countries in the world simultaneously, which might be the reason why things are slowly getting done, because it's not like he can fully leverage America against everyone at the same time all at once. That's a bit more difficult than just, you know, issuing a straight threat to, you say, the mullahs in Iran on a singular thing. But who knows? Maybe you know, maybe there'll be tariffs one day, and then the tariffs go away, and they come back, and they go away. Generally, the markets don't like the instability, and that's going to continue for, I think, as long as Donald Trump is president. We're going to be tariffs or deals. That's going to be the game. It's going to be, is it a tariff week or deal week? And you know, I think we're at a tariff week right now.
Yes, Daniel, thank you. We have a related development coming up next for our viewers. Germany